the first name mentioned of the Mahdis, and I have come forth as the successor of Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam and the awaited Yemeni Imam Ahmad al-Hassan alayhi salam. No one in 1400 years has claimed to be Abdullah in the will but me, proving that the will truly is a protection against misguidance, for none can claim to be in the will except for its rightful owner.
You see these guys? You see these clowns? That's what I call them, clowns. I call them clowns, and I just got to thank the Most High, and my ancestors and those who were with me in spirit, because I told you we are fighting a spiritual war. Okay? And these funny guys in dresses, together in unity, they say. I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh yeah, there it is, right there. That's what he calls the resurrection, right? I'm about to drop some real prophetic stuff on you, man. Real prophetic stuff. You know, there was a time that I just spoke of last video, but you probably weren't listening, because God has shut your ears, closed your eyes, put a veil over your head, and you're going to walk around in shame now because of it. I'm declaring the judgments. Nobody in 2,000 years has claimed to be its owner. And I am Michael Zadok, King of Righteousness, Prince of Peace. Oh no, not no Mahdi, the Masih, the Mashiach. I'm the rightful owner. But you rejected the truth, didn't you? Because you rather have a king over you. Somebody like Saul or Donald Trump or somebody. Now you see the Pope gone. He went down. He went down. I sealed his ass. I sealed his ass along with his false prophecies, and I exposed them. The tricks of the dragon, the serpent seed. But I see now we got one more. Now we got one more. One more to knock down. And Mahdi, I understand this. I appreciate you saying everything that you said, and you know, it's all good, man. You know, I'm watching you very closely. I didn't have a problem with what you said, except for the fact that you claim to be the rightful owner. That's something you're not the rightful owner of. I'll tell you who the rightful owner of Islam today is. Of that fake Islam, that Chrislam, right? That unity, that fake unity. I ain't never fucking said I was. I hate that oneness shit, dude. I hate it so bad. You have no idea. I've been arguing it ever since. I've been arguing the fact of the prophet Micahiah. Okay? Let's talk about Micahiah for a second, shall we? 1kings 22. 1kings 22. When I was out seeking answers from the Most High, you were rejecting me when I just wanted to speak truth to you. That's all I wanted to do. Not a lie, but truth. Then I realized something, man. These people don't get it, man. They don't get it. I used to go up to my neighbor every single day. He's a Seventh-day Adventist. I don't look at things like that, so I don't care about that. But I told him, like, listen, man, I'm getting strong visions from God that he doesn't want me to work. He doesn't want me to pay tribute to Caesar. I mean, he said, no, you gotta work. You gotta work, my neighbor. You gotta work. Well, I said, dude, listen, man. I'm trying to put it off, man, and not get a job or something like that. I'm trying to learn, and that's what I did. I spent every day, man, during those COVID days and stuff like that. Man, with my head stuck in my Bible and in my notes, man. Okay, growing and glowing, green essence, man. I told you who endowed me, where I come from, but you might not know. You might not know him by that name. That's me. I'm him. He is me and I am him. Just like Elijah went up against 750 prophets of Baal. These men served Baal. That's who they served. And Jezebel. Oh, man, did I ever tell you about that Jezebel spirit? Oh, man. I told her I gave her time. I gave her time. But she didn't. She didn't want to turn away from it. She didn't want to go, stop lusting after the flesh. One of my biggest issues I've had is lusting after the flesh. Pornography. Another problem with the internet and AI. Pornography. Now, I told you I went back in time to change this. Because what I saw troubled me. The Most High showed me what was to be done here in the future. That way, you will know you were given a choice to follow me or not. To say, hey, Michael, we believe you. But you didn't. You rejected me. It's already done. Judgment's already in the process now. It's already in motion. Trust me. And what I decree and declare will be in motion. And it will go in motion. And it will stay in motion. And it will find you. And it will haunt you day and night. Because so many nights I cried tears. So many nights I wondered and asked questions. While you, even my own parents, what did they do? My own flesh and blood, where I'm supposedly come from, right? Didn't treat me very well. Shit. Nobody in my family treated me well. They never listened to me when it came to this stuff. But I kept having visions. I kept having really, really dark visions. Visions that weren't good. So I'm not here to fucking preach and tickle with anybody's ear. Okay? That's the problem with you people, man. You guys want your ears tickled. You never struggled a day in your life. Trump, he never struggled a day in his life. Don't know what it's like to climb out of the mud, to get up from the dirt when they kicked you down and they kick you down some more. And your own family even kicks you down. So I'm sorry. No, I will not give my glory to somebody else. No, I will not. I will not go silent. I will not go silent. I will not go silent. I don't have nothing to lose. That's why. Dumbass. You reject the truth. Why? Because I didn't look like that guy. I don't look like that guy. I'm not wearing some, whatever, Sunni, whatever shit they wear, a shawl over their head. All black. All blacks. You notice that? That's how I knew exactly what I was dealing with. And that this man, I got to watch closely. Or the Black Pope. How about that? The Black Pope. That's interesting. I'm seeing an alliance starting to formulate. And whatever their plans may be, I promise you, my African ancestors and tribe and people and race, they already got the records, dog. I got the records, okay? Or I don't have the records. I'm lying to you. Maybe you'll question it after you see it happen. Like I've been showing you what's going to happen every day now for the last probably 2 weeks. Ever since Francis went, or Bergoglio went inside that grave, didn't he? Went down to that grave, didn't he? Black, black, black it shall be. Night unto thee. Your prophets that prophesied lies, okay? Not me. Not I. Not ever. It wasn't good enough for you. Wasn't it? So let me remind people what they did to me. It's the same way God's going to deliver it back on you. And you mark my words. You have been judged. You have been found in judgment. Okay? I don't need to warn you anymore. You're already in judgment right now. And that goes for any of you who rejected me. Yeah, it sounds kind of harsh, right? I sound kind of selfish, don't I? Yeah, it's time to be that way. It's time to take back what's mine, reclaim what's mine. You know, I went to a place named Carmel. And like I said, my dad, he was the janitor at my school, man. I got made fun of for that, man, since a young kid. All the black dudes, you know, never made fun of me, man. They never made fun of me. And I had friends, you know, ever since then, man. I you know, kind of like been mixed in with culture. I'm not, you know, even gonna get into the racist side, you know, of things. Anybody that knows Michael, me, knows I never held back my tongue. If I was wrong about anything, I was wrong. And I'm not perfect, just like everybody else. But you know what? My God answers with fire. He's spirit and fire at the same time, right? That Holy Spirit fire that... Okay, is this a new pope? Okay, I'm saying. Who is this guy? Oh, now they're going to choose... See, listen. Now they're going to choose a black brother, man. Now they're going to choose this Nelson Mandela looking cat. Where's this dude from, man? Francis R. Arins. Well, Francis, you're the next one to go down too, right? All right. Nigerian Catholic. I got to watch this cat now. 2002. See, they're going... Okay, here. Nigeria. Okay. I guess I would have to... Oh, Pope John Paul II endowed you, huh? He bless you, huh? I guess I gotta see what's going on in Nigeria. It would only make sense. How is he 92 years old? I guess I gotta look at this dude, man. But all I can tell you, this doesn't surprise me. Because the Vatican, I told you, there's a lot of truth to what you know, all those black Israelites, you know, they preach all that bullshit. Well, I preached something else. I already told you, but you didn't listen. So I'm going to preach judgment upon you now. And by my right arm, and by my holy arm, that Elionel gave to me and blessed me with, I'm going to bring down a hammer upon all this. And there is going to be dark gray skies over Rome. You will see. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about the Tibetans here. We're going to talk about a lot of things. Obadiah. Who Obadiah was really Ahab, okay? Who Ahab was he was one of Jezebel's, consorts, whatever. And, I gave her time to repent. But I'll make a sickbed for her now. I'll throw her right into sickness. And the dogs are going to eat her now. Now the dogs are going to get you. She is so mad and so angry at me. What did I do to you, other than tell you about the one I serve, man? And he's the one that brings down fire upon men. He's the one that spoke to Moses. That blue flame that doesn't go out. I told you I am the king of crows, of blackbirds, ravens. Who fed Elijah when Elijah ran? Who wanted to kill himself? I did. And I showed you those birds too, didn't I? Yeah, when I went to a Messianic Jewish service by me, which was kind of really weird. I was like, what the hell is this? Here's this Messianic service, man. I went right to it, man. And this guy said, you're going to get a double portion. Like Elijah cast his coat upon Elisha. And there was many miracles that Elijah had done. Who are we talking about? John the Baptist. Who was Herod? Okay, Herod was allies to Idumea, which are the Tibetans. Okay? And Herod had 2 citizenships or something like that, because his wife, I believe it was his mother or something on that side, to where it was like, kind of like the Tibetans really, they're Arab people. But they're Arab Egyptians, okay? They're like kind of a mix and offspring and a curse, really. And nobody knows this, okay? That, the Arabs that you see today in Islam, they're mainly, they don't have the real version of Islam or the Quran, the Holy Quran. Oh, Q, there it is again. Q, there it is again, isn't it? Isn't that interesting? I am your sustainer. I am the comforter, and I am the one you rejected. And that's just the truth. You don't like it? Go hide under a rock. Go ask a rock to fall on you, because it's coming right for you. Trust me. Ask John Paul II. Ask John Paul II who hit him with that boulder upside his head when he wasn't looking. Not the people's pope, not the black pope, the young one. The young one, the one that ain't perfect. Isaiah 53, again. But I'm telling you right now, we're in the days where you're not going to sacrifice any kind of animals. If you do, it will be trouble for you. There will be trouble for you. My Egyptian ancestry, don't you know who I am yet? Out of Egypt, I called my son, dude. Son of Enki, Lord of the earth. That ain't 1400 years, Mahdi. That's a little further back. I'm claiming that ownership and rulership. What you doing? What are you gonna do? What do you call Al Rab? Is that what you say? Al Rab? Al Rab? I'm Rabboni. Okay? So I'm going to take a good look at a lot of things here. You know, there's a narrow road. Only, I believe, one horse, a man on one horse can ride the road there in Jordan, in Petra. That's okay, I ride alone. I ride alone, I told you that. Me and Ellie and now. But I speak and you don't listen. And I looked and there was nobody there. Nobody. You weren't there for me. I gave you time to repent, but you chose not to. As you can see, scales, the Libra, right? We're now entering into Libra, I think, or something like that. Scales. That M is for me, nobody else. That M means Michael, okay? Micahiah, Marduk, Malachi, Micahiah. Oh, I warned you, evil people, a long time ago. You didn't understand, did you? The 88 right there, bang, bang. Son of nature, in nature. Son of the sun. The righteous shall flourish like a palm tree, being renewed. So here I am to renew things. Agonize, antagonize. Antagonize. Not only Rome, the Vatican. I told you already who I am, what happened to me, and where I am right now. I was rejected, cast out, cast aside, doubted, accused, somewhat guilty in some ways. I'm not denying that. But renewed every single day and growing and glowing like a sprout, like a horn, like a flower. Yeah, not for the Mahdi, for only me. So you ask me why I want to be selfish, why I won't give my glory to another. It's because you're trying to steal my valor. You're trying to take credit for something I'm doing. My energy, stealing my words, which I earned. And that's just that. I don't know what Floriette means though. You're not going to take credit for anything I do because I am endowed from on high, from the Most High. I already told you. There's a secret order and sect. Okay. You see, the enemy tries to trip you Christians up with dates and numbers and shit like that. You guys all get obsessed with it. And I was told by that inner voice, that inside of me, dude. That inside of me. And this is why the elect are going to be fooled. Because this is going to have to do with Rome, Islam, Chrislam. Balkans, live long and prosper. They were reptiles too. They're judged as well. Balkans, all of them, they're done. They're done. Take those reptiles, snakes. That's exactly what that Star Trek shit is. Live long and prosper. He's a snake, dude. I'm not talking nice or kind to you people anymore because you didn't listen. You didn't listen. Now it's all going to drop down and pour out upon these men, these beings, the serpents, the dragons, the draconians, you know, whoever. Trust me. Trust me. They know this. They know I'm here. They know who I am, okay? I told you. I come when things get a little rough. When the world needs some light. And then I shine that beautiful emerald essence upon them, and they don't know what to fucking do. They don't know what to do. That's the green, that's the vegetation, that's the fertility. And I will haunt any prophets of Baal that are left standing here. I went up against 750 of them. One man, and with my Father behind me. Us being one. So when I say we're one, that don't mean I'm one with all of you. I'm not one with all of you. I don't know who you people are. That looks like a UFO as well. Not that it matters, but I told you about the ship. I told you about the mothership. The Crystal City. How do you think I learned this knowledge? I was given this knowledge. This is only sound knowledge that I speak, and true knowledge. Because the kingdom of truth, that kingdom, that belongs to me. That dove resting above there, that rested on my head first. No, I don't care if you don't like that. You're gonna like this. You're gonna like this because I wasn't anybody special. Let me just tell you that. I'm not, something you're gonna like be astonished by and looking at. It might surprise you. God has plans. ETs have plans. And that plan was formulated and set out before time even was. That is why I'm the Ancient of Days. Melchizedek, King of Righteousness in Salem, Priest of the Most High God, L-A-N-L-A-N-L, Servant of the Most High God, first and foremost. I have mastered this game, and I will master the flame where it will never die out, and I will keep and send watchmen to your door that will haunt you and prophesy to you day and night. Jezebel, I don't care about. She's judged too. I gave her a chance, I did. I know exactly who she is. I know exactly what she does, and she's gotten me so many times. I have sinned and fallen short so many times due to a Jezebel spirit. You think I'm lying about that? You think I'm like still somebody you're gonna mess with, huh? You watch and see. Because I stay firm and rooted in good soil. That will protect, and help us in the days to come. Why? Because I soiled it. I was the gardener. I tended it. I kept it. As well as my brother's house as well. I kept the sheep. So, I told you, Abel was the keeper of the sheep. That's the same way I keep my flock, even though you don't even deserve my love. Matter of fact, you deserve exactly what's going to happen to a good bit of you, which is cast into hell, into darkness, into the abyss, into one of the valleys of judgment. Yeah, one of those valleys where the blood still cries out that Cain had spilled. So I had to come and fix it. I told you, I'm not here to be preached to, talked to. I'm here to tell you exactly how it's going to be. You know, just to end this, I mean, because I don't want to keep going on and on, because I have so much to say. And if we're talking about the twins, and Jacob, of course, being Israel, where all the tribes came from, had his blessing stolen from him and sold to his brother, Esau, his brother, selling his birthright. And what was his, which later becomes Arabs, fake Islam. Because let me tell you something. I told you this yesterday, and I'll tell you it again. There is a real Islam, okay? There is a peaceful Islamic set of people. Those aren't the ones in charge. What you saw is what you see in the Quran. There's good knowledge in the Quran. There's knowledge to take from it, as well as the Bible, too. As well as, Judaism as well. But there's a problem. You see, the problem today is that all three of these patriarchal religions are against one another. Warring. Looking over in Israel, dude. They're warring. You see Jerusalem surrounded by armies? Yes. Okay? I can't think but laugh, because I'm thinking of that Men in Black, where Agent K, that dude, what's that dude's name, man? I don't know, with the crazy arm. He has like spiders attached to him and stuff. And he breaks out of jail, and it's like kind of like when they're doing the moon landing one, where K kind of saves the world, man. Or he kind of saves the world with that rocket launch, and it has to do with an ark. An ark, yes, an ark. I am that ark. I told you, I am that ark. I am that one who was chosen before the foundation of the world to become the Ancient of Days. I too can change timelines. I too will pester these evil ones, this Antichrist spirit that permeates the world, because the world is upside down. We all know that. So, I mean, it's not hard to realize that. Are parents going against their children? Yes. Well, what did the real Yeshua, Micahiah, the real prince, say to you? I'll tell you what he said. He said, I come to set fire upon this earth and bring a sword against a man and his father, and the father against his man, to test them, to try them, to chastise them. That way he knows who's worth saving, and it will find the right ones at the right time, and we will reverse the curse written about in Malachi. And also Malek, okay, had also spoken to you and told you, right, who I am. Oh yeah, spoke to you and told you, I will prepare the way, make straight the way. That is what Al-Qadir Melchizedek is here to do. A crown, I already got that. I already got that. Before Abraham was, I am. Did you forget? Did you forget? And they said to me, oh, you were 4 years old. Have you seen Abraham? I told you. He rejoiced to see my day, and he was glad. So I offered him bread and wine. Bread symbolizing what? The body. Also the word as well. I offer that to you every day too, and you still reject me. And my brother hated me. He's going to hate me even more now. I'm sorry. what my Father says that I'll do, I will do. I'm not going to shorten the prophecy. Go to 1 Kings 22. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but listen, I'm just getting it out there. 1 Kings 22. A man named Micahiah, they sought prophecy from a man, somebody like Samuel. You know how Saul sought Samuel, brought him up from the witch at Endor and stuff like that? And it was illegal to do. You know? It was illegal to do because he wanted Samuel to show him the vision. Because Samuel was like a man that was in direct contact with God. He was a man also that was sought out by people of Israel, you know, that kind of like, they knew that this man was a prophet. There was prophets back then that kind of like were known about, and they sought spiritual knowledge from him. Well, this Micahiah was the only prophet left. The only one left. And I told you, you should treat people the same. Do unto others as you do unto them. And so it will be well for you. Israel too. Donald Trump too. You all rejected me. You knowingly, willingly, and actively rejected me. The truth. The only one left to talk to God. The only one left that was looked at from on high and blessed. My father, my mother, you won't know about. You won't find. You won't find any what am I saying? You won't find any lineage, anything about me. I just come from out of the blue, like the man from out of the blue, coming to judge him and you, the green man. I go by a few names too. And me and my father were one, not two. We treat women with respect. We honor our parents. We love animals. You know, it really bugs me, man, how people treat animals. I'm not that way, man. I get mad at my little cat. I got a little cat. I got a dog too. His name is Ranger. Ray. And my mother. Our mother. We all have one mother. And she loves us. You know, my earthly mother, she means well. But she cursed the day I was born. She thought she did. And then I saw the devil in her so many times. Including on the Day of Atonement, September 23rd. Going back in time. Yeah, I went to prison. And I know the devil had tempted me. In the form of my mother. You say, oh, you're crazy. No, I know this. And I sat before that judge 3 days later. And all I did was testify the truth. I didn't lie. I didn't embellish anything. I didn't, leave out anything. And they laughed at me. You know, they laughed at me. And my mother, these cops, the judge, you name it, they all laughed at me. Made fun of me. And all I did was testify to what I thought was going on in my life. I had thought, number one, God had spoken to me in a small voice and said, you are my faithful and true one of the witnesses. One of the two witnesses. So it took me a long time to understand that, hey, I knew this is Anu's voice. This is the Anunnaki, the Elohim, the angels. And then I sat and, kind of was in and out of confusion about who the Anunnaki were, what they were, and was this ship real until I saw the ship. I saw the ship, the winged planet, they call it. Marduk. They also call it. Okay. Anu. Anubis. Anu and Anubis sound pretty alike, don't they? It sounds like Anu, right? Anu, meaning on you, is a city of Heliopolis in Egypt. It is called the city of On. Like, I flick the light switch back on when they try to turn it off and darken everything. The skies, the sun. The city of Babylon. Babylon's my city. I own it. I owned it before. I own it now. I guess you would have to look and see who Amun-Ra is, right? Who is Amun-Ra? The hidden one. The one from out of the blue. The one bringing judgment now to you. Oh yeah, and you Christians too. Oh my God. Oh my goodness gracious, man. Lord have mercy, man. I begged for your mercy. I begged for your, that Anu would show you grace and that Elohim would show you grace. You didn't want that, though. You didn't want that. Because you weren't of a sound mind and didn't love the truth, but went after false doctrines. Believed in false doctrines. You call the Pope Papa. You say, Papa, save me, Papa. You see these guys from America when he came over that are in the government? Joe Biden and his partner was. They're crying tears. They suck this dude's, whole ego. And he just sucks the energy right from him like he's somebody special. Man, he's wearing a long dress, man, or a skirt, whatever you want to say, like a wolf in a sheep's clothing. Like a wolf. I love wolves too. I don't want to put them down sometimes. But like Alexander the Great. Yeah, Alexander the Great, dude. You don't know nothing about it. You don't know nothing about me, dude. Nothing. But I conquered what, or where is now called Edom. And the actual, red-haired, sickly tribe of Esau. Those of Ahab and Jezebel. Those who took counsel and threw Micahiah in prison. That's what they did to me. They threw me in prison. They didn't throw Trump in prison. They threw me in prison. And guess what? Gave me no water either. Gave me no water, man. Left me in a hole, man, by myself for no reason, man. I didn't do nothing to these people. So that's why I knew put a lying spirit in you, dumbass. Oh, I ain't gonna talk nice to you. I ain't gonna say, oh, may the Lord bless. No, man, we ain't doing that. I told you, I don't do that. I know who Israel is, and who those people are over there. And there are some good people over there. So I don't want you to get confused. I'm talking about one tribe of people going down, lights out. It's over. Herod, Rome, Islam. It's over. And anybody that subscribes to Trump, I know you're a Jesuit. I know you are. I'm gonna warn you one last final time. You better be careful. You better be careful, because I am decreeing and declaring judgment upon all you people. Because it's too late now. I gave you the opportunity, the chance. So did my father. He gave you the opportunity, the chance. You just chose to just spit on me. You just chose to afflict me. You just chose to leave me acquainted with grief and sorrow in this life. I never lived for this life, dumbass. And excuse my profanity. So I gotta watch my mouth because I'm getting fired up, and I will get fired up. I have the sacred fire now. I got the starfire. I'm throwing around judgment now. I'm declaring it. I'm the Logos. I'm declaring it. I'm a D. We ain't playing no Doom games here, man. We ain't playing Doom games with you. No. No, we're not doing that at all. So that M is for me, Michael, the strongest one. The one that sits with the agreeable ones, the special Anunnaki, the Elohim, the angels. At the right hand. At the right hand. What else sits at that right hand? That dove sitting in that palm tree, doesn't he? Oh yeah. That dove came down and rested on my head. That is the name Jonah, John, Jesus, whatever you want to say. The palm tree sheds its leaves like the peacock loses its feather. My Yazidi people taught me that. Do you know anything about the Yazidi people? The peacock was jealous of me. I got a parable, a couple of them, for that peacock, because that peacock started sweating when he seen me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'll tell you about the sweat from the peacock. I'm not throwing my pearls to pigs and swine or the Vatican or Rome or Trump. No Jesuit, no prosperity gospel, no oneness. I walk alone. I stand alone. I fight alone. I don't really fight alone. I promise it's always with me. I promise he's always with me. And I promise you're in trouble, man. Because I'm sending out declarations of judgment, and holy warrior angels are going to go out and fight. And we're going to win. And we will stomp the enemy down. Hey, the enemy's going to try to confuse you. But just know the Most High never left you. Never abandoned you. When all you abandoned me, you all abandoned me and left me in the dirt. Left the same way you left Micahiah, because I didn't tickle your ears. I didn't prophesy good things. All this was being kept as Joseph remained in Egypt. And Joseph said, he said, listen, God will raise up one on high that will come after me. And Joseph, a type of Micahiah, Christ, and Melchizedek, was left by all of his brothers to die. Now he's the prince. Oh, so you want to know God's plan, ET's plan, huh? I'm trying to lay it out for you, dog. I'm the real big dog here. I'm the only big dog here. I'm the only one fighting here. I'm the only one walking alone with my Father behind me carrying my footsteps, and those above watching. Oh, there they are right there. Yeah, that UFO. I told you it was sitting above CERN, right? In Geneva, right? By France, right? Where that blackout is, right? I told you about Portugal, right? The port of Grail. I guess I woke something up. I told you about the miracle at Fatima. The sun spinning backwards. I witnessed that. On Fatima. On Fatima. And my brother has showed me people in masks from 1917. He said, does it look familiar? That's 100 years ago. That was in 2017. He showed me. And he contacted me. And said that I was somebody very special. I had no idea, man. I had my brain wiped, memory wiped by the Vatican. Shortly after, I was on the run from the Vatican. My own mother, I sat there in tears, crying my eyes out. My nephew, CJ, being born on a Da Vinci moon on a leap year. Nobody believed me with that. I said, Mom, God is sending me messages, man. Hey, watch this dude. Watch this dude.